Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In this article that I have for this video, it's something that I don't think is out of reach or impossible to happen. It's coming from Sputnik, so you know that, and it's from today, the 19th of October 2022. This is the title. Germany's embassy allegedly played significant role in fomenting unrest in Iran. Probably you are aware that in Iran there's some street protests related to a death of a, I think it's 22-year-old woman who died in the custody of the Iranian police, and that caused outrage. Now, let's see, this article starts by saying that the German embassy in Tehran has allegedly played a significant role in the unrest in Iran and coordinated insurgents' actions and the course of Western governments to foment the conflict in the Islamic Republic, the Fars news agency reported on Wednesday. Unrest in Iran over the death of a 22-year-old Masha Amini has been going on for over a month now. I thought it was just a few weeks. You can consider a month a few weeks, right? According to the report, the German embassy has allegedly played a significant and effective role in diplomatic pressure and international coordination to foment unrest in Iran. The embassy coordinated foreign governments and international organizations to increase pressure on the domestic situation in the Islamic Republic, Fars says. German diplomats have also allegedly held a series of meetings with employees of Western embassies in Tehran, during which they were discussing ways to increase unrest and further destabilize the situation in Iran, the report said. On September 13th, Amini was detained by Iran's morality police. It's like that. Obviously, that's a religious police, right? Should be morality police. I'm guessing it's with Islam here, for wearing an improper quote-unquote hijab, an offense punishable by prison. The woman was sent to a detention center for an explanatory conversation. According to Iranian authorities, she had a heart attack there, after which she was immediately taken to a nearby hospital. On September 16th, the young woman died. Her health sparked mass protests, with some suggesting the law enforcement officials hit Amini in the head. Examination of the woman's body revealed no signs of violence, Iranian lawmaker Mohammed Saleh said. Tehran has said that the mass protests were orchestrated by foreign powers and summoned the ambassadors of the United Kingdom, Norway, and the Charge d'Affaires de France, so UK, Norway, France. The European diplomats were given a note of protest in connection with anti-Iranian media reports and calls for the overthrow of the Iranian government. Well, here it's not a matter of either or. It could be both. So it's not like, actually those guys did not do anything to this woman while they had her in their custody, and then after she died, the embassies, the Western countries, started fomenting this. That's one. The other one can be, obviously, they did something and these guys did something, so the police did something and the embassies and the Western weasels did something, or these guys, the police, did something but the Westerns did not do anything. I think it's both, but that's just a gut feeling. I don't have any evidence to support either allegations that the police did this or the Western media or Western embassies did something. Now, the way I think it was. I think something happened over there while she was in custody, and I think indeed these guys orchestrated, organized, and activated certain kind of people over there in their under their control to do what they do best, change a regime. I'm surprised that I don't hear any talk about the United States. Everything is United Kingdom or France or Norway. So it's strangely, again, the United States conspicuously is outside of this. And the thing with this morality police, that's their business over there, how they organize their lives and how they think life should be ran. Remember, all cultures are the same, and countries are sovereign and they do whatever they want. Well, on the other hand, that's respecting human rights, because once you are a United Nations country, you are a signatory of certain kind of agreements. And that's why sometimes, you can fall under the jurisdiction of international law, which is United Nations in this case. The problem is some countries are held accountable for their actions and some are not. Like we have, for instance, Russia right now is voted, it was 140 countries voted for condemning the annexations of those areas and for illegal, violating another country's sovereignty and so on. When at the same time you have US troops actively stationed in another sovereign country called Syria, making sure that their companies suck the oil from the Syrian ground and sell it outside without paying anything to the Syrians. So what is that? And I don't hear any resolution, any revolution, nothing. Everybody's like, okay, it's nothing to see here. So, and then you hear many other attacks from Israel in Syria, again, hitting this and hitting that. Who gives you the right to hit them? Well, they hit us back over here. Yeah, okay. So if that's the case, then everybody would be at war with everybody, because everybody has something to do. Oh, they attack us, only they did this, you immediately... Anyway, it's more complicated. I don't want to get into that now. I'm just trying to emphasize the fact that, yes, Iran is doing what it's doing. Could be, we like it, we don't like it. I'm not talking about a person being killed in custody. I'm not saying about anything about that. But on the other hand, don't forget what happened in the United States with that guy who, whatever the incident was, died under, in the custody of the US police, right? So it was the officers. Remember, I don't want to mention that guy's name here because it's not the point anyway, but I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. And did you see any embassies trying to do something for the poor, anything? I think that should be investigated over there by their own authorities, and if they're corrupt, they're corrupt. I mean, here you have investigations started in many people that have nothing to do, and investigations not started in certain other people. So, it's such a hypocritical world. But it's okay, at least we know that one. And when this guy says, hey, you are an asshole, the other one can say the same thing, because they're both assholes. The things are too deep, and they run too far back in order to say right now, you know what, let's start from scratch, from zero, let's start respecting. No, because they don't want to, because they think if I'm stronger and influential, we make these regulations, we make these United Nations for the little guys, and we violate their charters and whatever with impunity. That's been happening from the very beginning. And if another country, a little one, an important one, does the same thing, oh my God, that's the end of the world. They are going to set an example that they will not follow. So I don't know. Sorry for the girl, whatever happened to her, but I think something happened to her, and I think these guys use it as a pretext to do something that they always do. Trying to change a regime. What's new? So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.